Welcome to my YouTube channel, everyone. My name is Captain Crush, and we have 11 NBA games to talk about today. We also have a primetime game, Hawks versus Eagles. Which bird is going to find the W? We're just going to have to wait and see. A lot of people pumping and hyping this game up, but myself included, I think it might maybe just be a stinker. We're going to have to wait and see, but here's the deal. I'm just going to come right out of the gate and be honest with you. If you're new here, this isn't going to be the normal flow of my videos. If you're an old school faithful, you're going to know that this isn't the normal flow of my videos. The editing and the overlays and the funny memes are going to be probably 1 to 2% total, and on top of that, it's going to be quick as the day is long with very little analysis. Think about what I said, quick as the day is long. Jumble that through your head and let's get started. I just recorded a 30-minute video that I was already running behind on, and I realized when I went to record it, there was no audio. You hate to see it. I hate to hear it because there was nothing to hear. But this is the world that I live in. I had to make the decision. Captain Crush, do you restart everything and restart an entire new video and just go through it fast as lightning, or do you just say, meh, it was already late anyways because you had a busy day, you had meetings, and chalk it? Well, I decided the latter, and I decided I gotta get something out for the people. But it is unfortunate because my first video was absolutely a certified Crush banger. But this time, we're just going to fly through here, and I will cover everything that I want to cover today on the live stream. Which means if you're not in my Discord Gold, you better get in there. And you can get in there by signing up with one of my partners. The link's in the description. Or you can go over to Chalkboard. Use promo code Crush. Take advantage of the free square with Kobe White, the wagon. And pair it with Zubac, 7.5 rebounds. Devontae Smith, 55.5 receiving yards. Trae Young, 27.5 points. And the Joker, 45.5 PRA. It is a max bet of 10. This is to win 5.32x. Joker, Trae, and Zubac are all alternate lines. I really like them, and I had a whole spiel for all of them because I did take them on PrizePicks too. But this, again, is Chalkboard, and that is promo code Crush. And if you do that, send me an email. I'll give you a link for 30 days in the Discord, and they match your deposit bonus up to $100. So now we are going to fly through NBA. I'm not going to the notepad. I did all that in the previous video. I'm just going to give you guys a quick run through. Everybody and their brothers on Paul George today. The PRA, his points, everybody. Just look at Twitter and you'll see it. Everybody's on him. He's the public darling. So when everyone zigs, you need to zag. There's two other options you can do here, Leonard or Harden. My money tonight is going to be on the beard, James Harden. Look at this. Couple nights ago, he dropped 69. He dropped 40. He is trending up if this game does stay close, which it's a 4.5 point spread, and it's also the highest point total with 247. You're going to want exposure to the beard, Leonard, or Poverty Paul George. Poverty Paul George, they go hand in hand. It's pretty much dealer's choice. All these Clippers are in play. I took Zubac's alternate line over on Chalkboard, but for this video, I recommend Leonard or Harden. I landed on Harden. If you don't want to take Harden's full game because he disappears at the half, plenty, you can go to his first half fantasy, and that applies to the next man as well. Joel Embiid, he's playing Chicago, okay? And we're going to talk about Joel Embiid for just a second. He's on an incredible history-making run where he's dropping 30 points and 10 rebounds every game, and he's doing it in 3 quarters, just around 30 to 32 minutes. If somehow, some way this game stays close, he's gonna drop 40 real points tonight, okay? My favorite was his line at 33.5 on Sleeper. It's now 34.5 on PrizePicks. So what you can do is go to his fantasy score. It keeps dropping. It was at 61. It was at 62. Now it's all the way to 60.5. You can target this. He's always in play, either or. It does have blowout equity, so it is going to be a sweat. But do you want to be sitting around at the end of the night being like, wow, it was always Joel Embiid? If you are afraid of the blowout, just go right over here and take his first half fantasy at 32.5. You want to talk about a wagon. Joel Embiid has been a wagon. He's just been cashing everything every single night. He's usually sweat free, but tonight it is going to be a sweat. Chicago plays at a slower pace. They do not have rim protection. They should give up some rebounds and points to Joel Embiid. However, I'm just not fading Joel Embiid, not when he's on this MVP back-to-back run that he's on. And it coincides with number 2. Kobe White. Did anyone say Kobe White? Yeah, I'm not going first half, but Kobe White, the thumbnail himself, respects coin. Just the other night, everybody was on Kobe White, myself included. He's always touted on Twitter, his PRA right now, but I like his fantasy score because Kobe White respects coin, and at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Minutes equal money. Kobe White is going to play 37 to 38 minutes, even though Alex Caruso, the bald phenom, has come back and he's gonna soak up some of that usage, some of his minutes, but I still think Kobe White has impressed everyone, coach included, to get continued extended run. And if this game does stay close, Kobe White should cover 36.5 fantasy points. I know this is a community favorite play. I'm riding this train till I am forced off, because that is what we do on this channel. Folks, once again, I'm sorry that I'm low energy right now. I just poured my heart and soul into a 30-minute video before I came on this YouTube, and I'm doing this for the second time, and I'm running through it. I'm talking about everything that I already talked about, and I'm just giving you the cliff notes. So Kobe White, you just made the list. I don't need to go into any more details on any of these men. They're wagons. So either hit your trailer to the wagon or just fade them. Now let's clear the board. We're going to talk about two last guys real quick. It's going to be none other than the former MVP, Nikola Jokic. I got a sob story for Nikola Jokic, man. Tonight, I'm targeting his 37.5 points assist. Model has him projected to clear this by 3. It's a 3-point differential. It's going to be a sweat. Anytime Joker's on the court, he's going to make you sweat because he just doesn't care. He doesn't care. He does what he wants. He beats to his own drum. He's just like Captain Crush. So, I respect the man. Does he respect coin? That's neither here nor there. We'll have to wait and see. But I am running it back with Luka, and I will talk about that in a second. But first, a quick little story about the Joker. As you can see right here, the other night he was the special. PrizePicks had specials on his rebounds, points, PRA, assist, everything. I chose his points. He chalked everything. PrizePicks did the right thing and rebooted him. But what did I take? His points, and he pushed, and it was literally a $1,200 swing. I was able to get $800 out of this, but folks, I literally lost double and then some in equity because he couldn't get 25. Now, a lesser man would ban Joker, but I don't have banned list, and I show you this not to brag, because I couldn't care less about one winning slip, and that goes for me, you, or anybody. It doesn't mean anything, but I show you this to know that most people, 99% of you, would be like, nah, he's banned, but not me. I know he just sold everybody. I was on the affected end of that. It was for $1,200, okay? I still made 800, but that 1,200 would have been crispy. Who are we kidding? So I'm going right back to Joker. No qualms about it. 37.5 points assist. I'm taking it. Again, projected to go over. The book value was crispy. It's going to be a sweat. It's not for the faint of heart. Okay, I liked his points the best, just his points, but they literally bumped it to 28, so now I switched over to this. And he also works as my 1v1 run back, which is Luka. Yes, sir, Luka. And I want to take his fantasy score at 61 because they bumped up his points from 33.5 to 34.5, so now I'll probably just stick to his fantasy. But I'm not, again, I have all the notepad fantasy point per minute and usage rates over there. I went over all that in the previous video that didn't record any audio because of a technical microphone difficulty, which I should have tested before like I always do, but I was rushing today. It's my own fault. Captain Crush, you clown. But maybe it was destiny. So what I wanted to say is if you're afraid of Luka full game, you can go to the wagon. 32.5 fantasy score. He has been smashing this line. He does show up in the first half. Remember, no Kyrie. You want to have exposure to this game. It could be a barn burner. Dealer's choice. Again, I'm flying through here. I'm not going into all the analytical stuff, but I will tell you this, both of these are great play, and this is why you should be in the live stream today at 4:45 Central. And to do that, you get in the Discord. Now there's one more play for NBA that I'm going to talk about. I had a bunch more that I went over, but guys, I have no time. It's 3:40 right now and I still got to edit. This is a total dart throw, and it's for the late night hammer because some of you need a late night hammer, myself included. It's RJ. Wow, no, you hate to see it. They bumped him up from 17.5 to 18. He was just at 17.5. They literally bumped it the second time go around. What are you going to do? I still think he can push. I liked it. I think he's going to land exactly on 18, which is what I have him projected for. He has hit this in 15 of the last 20 games where he's been a dog, and they are a dog tonight. A road dog. And I ain't talking Jesse James. So if you want to target RJ Barrett, it's a total dart throw. Do not have exposure to old RJ Barrett in more than one slip, folks. It's a dart. One slip max. You don't want RJ Barrett trashing your night. Trust. So now I've talked about everything I'm going to talk about with NBA. Now we got to go over to NFL. And my favorite play on the board is going to be Devontae Smith, 56.5 receiving yards. Absolutely. He does lose a little bit of equity with Dallas Goedert back on the floor, or the field, I should say. We're in NFL now, kid. But the fact is, he's still number 2 in targets. I like the matchup. If this game does somehow shoot out, remember, it's a 45-point total, Devontae Smith should be getting a huge workload. My favorite play is the Goblin. I think he's I don't want to say 100% because there is no 100%, but I honestly think he has a 75% chance to hit this Goblin line. That is my favorite play on the board. I know it doesn't give you a good payout, but I'll tell you the same thing I tell to everyone. Bet higher amounts with lower on the Goblin and just be happy with the 1.8x or the 2x if you can find it, because it's the closest thing to straight betting that you're going to get, being able to take alternate lines, okay? So both of these are in play. If you really want to gamble, go ahead and throw the Demon in there. But also, if you don't want to take the yards or you're just able to take fantasy score, his 12.5 fantasy score is also in a lot of my slips tonight. I think he can get this. If he catches a touchdown, I don't see any way he doesn't get this. That's 7 right there for the catch and the touchdown. He'll only need 3 catches more and maybe 20 yards. Okay, he's going to get it if he gets a touchdown. He's going to need a touchdown to get this, most likely. So if you think he gets a touchdown, go ahead and put it in the mix. He's 3rd in red zone targets. AJ's 1st, then Goddard, then Smith, then Swift. But he is in the mix. This is my favorite play. And then on the other side, how do we beat the Eagles? Well, we beat them through the air. That is what they're known to be their worst at, through the air. They're ranked 30th, actually. So DK Metcalf would be the primary target. Yeah, he's a little banged up, and they don't have Lock's passing yards on the board yet, so it's hard to make a decision because we don't even know what Lock is projected for. But if everything goes according to plan, which means Lock is going to suit up, Metcalf is going to suit up, and he's with no restrictions, my favorite play for him is also his Goblin at 39.5 receiving yards. His normal line is also in play. I think this is going to be how you can get a 1v1, and it's not complicated. It's simple. It's literally just doing the obvious, okay? I will say this. The Eagles just got embarrassed, humiliated, humbled, laid down for the count. 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the field. New champs. They got beat, buried, and squashed. So I think tonight they're going to be out for blood, and if they do that, Jalen Hurts needs to be considered. His fantasy score is absolutely going to be in play. Now, to hit this, he's going to need a tutty. And by tutty, I mean touchdown. So if you think he gets a touchdown, take this. If you think it's going to be a close game and he gets a touchdown, I should say. If you think the game's going to soar under, I would probably be looking at less here or just fade the prop entirely. These late night games, especially later into the season, have a high potential to turn into stinkers. I can't remember the last time we had a good primetime game. We had a couple of good ones and then we got hit with a bunch of stinkers. It is what it is. If you are in the Discord, I released projections to everybody today for the NFL game for silver and gold members, and I'm about to release my NBA projections for the gold members. They look just like this. Every Sunday I release this, guys, a full spreadsheet, full color coordinated and everything for you guys, easy to digest for everything, every proposition they have, basically fantasy score, receiving yards, targets, all that right there. You can get that by signing up to get in my Discord, the gold package, okay? The gold package is where I drop the projections, I give the playlist, and I do the live streams Monday through Friday. Everybody's always asking me, Cap, you going live? You going live? Folks, it's Monday through Friday, and then sometimes on Saturdays and Sundays, I hop in the mix, get in the ring, and give you guys an extra live stream because I have time. But it's 100% Monday through Friday, and sometimes on the weekends, but you can set a watch Monday through Friday. I am on live stream cooking with the fam. And the last thing that I'm going to talk about is called joy and sorrow in the same screen, okay? PrizePicks had that special promotion where they give you, if you bet 500, you get a free entry, and I thought it was going to be a 2-man or a 3-man or a 4-man. Instead, it's a lousy 6-man, which is basically just a $50 ticket. It's not worth it, and I absolutely nuked it for $12,500, and wouldn't you know, Dak had a floor game, and Zeke had 8 at half and finished with only 11. Complete poverty. And here's the icing on the cake. I put this in at 11.54 because I'm giving content to the cord, projections, everything, this nuke included, and I was trying to get it out there, and I rushed. Dak wasn't even on my playlist. It was CeeDee Lamb, and he actually covered. So at the end of the day, it should have went 5 of 6. It is what it is, but it should have went a full 6 of 6. However, Zeke should have been sweat free and Dak still should have got there. But the fact is, always pay attention to what you're doing. Don't rush. At the end of the day, we're playing for money. And on the left side, I made this when I had more time to think it over because I did like the late night hammer, and I should say the late afternoon hammer, and I was able to get that. But just imagine if I would have reversed it and nuked this one instead of that one. You hate to see it. Okay, luckily this hit and I was still able to make a profit of 200 on the day, but the fact still remains that it was a 12K loss, because a 12K potential equity loss because of the poverty Cowboys past and current, Zeke and Dak. You dig? Now, why do I tell you all that? Because the projections are rock solid. Get in the Discord, and I will tell you this. If you do join my Discord and you're just in there because you want to get slips fed to you and everything else, that it ain't the place for you. Come in to learn, meet new people that are like-minded, that are trying to learn. I give you the projections. I do give you a playlist, and I do give you some slips. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to make your own reads. I give you the keys. I give you the tools. I literally simplify it as best as I can, and then you have to make your own reads. Don't just be betting your money on stuff, blindly tailing anybody, me, anyone else, guys. Be diligent, be vigilant. A lot of news is going to come down the pike, and make sure that you're on the right side of it. Again, if you're in the court, I'll see you in the live stream. But folks, I'm very sorry this video is so late. I'm probably going to get no views on it, but for the ones that are there, smash the like and subscribe for your boy. And if you are new, this isn't the normal deal, folks. Normally, it's a lot more early. I give you a lot more analytical breakdown and a lot more entertainment value, but it is what it is. I'm flying through this. I almost didn't come on here, but I said, nope, I got to give the people what they want. I am going on vacation with my family in a couple days, 3 days to be exact, so the content's going to be slowing down during the holidays. But the fact of the matter is this, folks, I will still do projections and stuff in the Discord for those of you in there, and I will still try to have a daily YouTube video Monday through Friday. It will be short and sweet, but I'm telling you guys, during the holidays, don't be a degen. Don't be a smelly degen. Spend time with your family if you got it. And if you don't, you can always join your boys' Cord, where we have a family there, and there'll always be someone there for you to jip and jive with and talk about stuff. Hey, I appreciate all you guys. Even the haters that join my Discord literally join it just to troll me. You literally pay for my Discord just to troll me. Folks, if that's you, take a hike, get a life, dude. Folks, good luck in all your contests. Here's the salute. And as always, my brothers in Christ, let's crush.